So today I'm going to show you how you can copy any YouTube channel, and surprisingly it's not expensive at all. You can start with as little as $7 or even free, and you can do this by yourself. Like, you don't need a whole team or anything like that, which usually back in the day, if you want to make YouTube videos, you usually need like a whole team. But with the rise of AI, you actually don't need a whole team, and you can do everything by yourself for very cheap. And so I'm going to show you how you can do it. Now first, let's start with the niche. If you already have a niche, then you can just skip this part. But if you don't know like what niche to get into, I'm going to show you some niche that are pretty good right now. So I don't know if you guys have seen this, but the animation niche has actually been blowing up recently. A bunch of channels in this niche, and everyone is doing pretty well. They're getting like hundreds of thousands of views. Like even this guy right here, like I literally found this like a few hours ago, and every single day channels like this are popping up on my feed. So there's a bunch of them out there. Like I've even seen some other one, like here this one guy was doing this like this predator niche. For those of you who know the movie like Aliens and Predators, he was in that niche using animations. There's also this other one about diseases and so on. So there's a bunch of different like stuff in the animation niche, but that's something that you can explore right now, because as you can see, it's blurring up. And even this guy right here, look at this, 200k in just 5 days, 900k, 900k, 1 million. So yeah, this is doing really well right now, and it's something you can get into if you're just starting out and you don't know what niche you want to go into. Now another niche that's out there is the sleep niche. Now specifically this one right here, which is the science sleep niche. Now this is something that I also discovered recently, and this niche is very great because one of the things with this niche is that while it is easy to copy, the problem is that making animation videos, it can take some time. So if you do want to spend some time to create like videos like this, then I mean, this is a great niche to go into. As you can see, the views are very good. But again, it takes time to make these videos. Like to make a videos like this, it's definitely going to take you at least a few hours, if not a few days. Or you can just hire someone from Fiverr to do it if you have money. But if you want something easy, and it's going to take you like maybe an hour at most to make something very easy and simple to do, then the sleep niche is a very good niche. Because these videos, first of all, they're very easy to make. You only need to like generate a few images and the voiceover, and that's it. And then secondly, these videos are super long. The benefit of this is that, as you can see, this guy, he's getting less views than this guy over here. So on first impression, you might think that, okay, this channel is not doing that well, right? But the thing is, these videos are extremely long, and not only that, but it's the sleepish niche, meaning that people are going to be playing these videos and then falling asleep. Now, the benefit is that since the videos are so long, like 2 hours, this is like almost 3 hours, almost 3 hours. Since it's so long, it means that you can add a bunch of different ads to the video. And for those of you who don't know, the more ads you add to your video, then the more money you'll make. So a video like this, even though it got like 13,000 views, the fact that it's 3 hours and the fact that it's a sleep video, meaning that people are going to be playing it while they sleep, which means that the video is going to play like the watch time on this video is going to be very high. This video alone can make like, you know, probably like 10, maybe 20k, even though it doesn't have a ton of views compared to something like this. Even if you look at the Social Blade, which I have right here, you can see this guy is making at least $4,000. And, you know, this is not very accurate. Like I've seen many creators who reveal their earning and they're actually making a lot more than this. But, you know, let's use these numbers. And minimum is making like $4,000. He's definitely not making $200. Like these videos, they're getting like a good amount of views and they're very long. So he's definitely making way more than 200. I would estimate he's definitely making at least $4,000 from these videos. But yeah, this is the earning potential of a channel like this. And again, these videos are very easy to make. It takes like an hour, maybe 2 hours at most. But I've made videos like this before, and it literally takes like 30 minutes to an hour. But anyways, I'm going to show you how you can make a channel like this. And not only make a channel like this, but just copy this channel entirely. So first we're going to use this tool called CreateTube AI. Now what this does is that there's a few things that it does. First, it generates the scripts. It also generates thumbnails, and it also gives you video ideas and stuff like that. So first, you're going to create a script style. Now, the reason why you want to do this is because one of the issues with AI is that it can create generic scripts, but we don't want to create just a generic AI script. We want to create something that sounds like a real human, specifically something that sounds like this guy right here. He has 160k subs, so that means whatever he's doing, it's working. So we don't want to just do any random stuff or generate any random script. We want something that sounds like this guy. So what we're going to do is that we're going to create a style based on his videos. So we can create a script that sounds like his videos. Now to do this, you're going to create new style, and you can enter the style right here, but I would rather use AI. So the AI will analyze the video and create a styling profile, which is way more accurate and a lot better if you were to do it by yourself. So let's click on this, and you're going to get the URL for one of his videos. Now what you want to do is that you want to copy the link to this video, then you want to paste it, then click analyze. Okay, so the AI just pulled the video and it analyzed the video and created the style. So at this point, you can You can edit the title if you want, or you can save this title. I'm going to save this one. And then you want to click save to save the style to your database. Now, once you have that saved, we're going to go ahead and write the script. So we're going to go over here, click on create script. And so this is where you're able to create scripts. Now, at this point, you just need a video idea. Now, you can come up with your own video idea if you want. You can also copy a video idea from here. Although, when you copy a video idea, it's kind of a hit or miss. Like in my case, like sometimes it does work and sometimes it just doesn't work. So it's kind of like a hit or miss. You can try it if you want. But another thing that you can also do is that you can also ask AI to generate video ideas for you. So you can just click on, any video. So I'm going to use this video again and just copy the link. And then what we're going to do is that we're going to ask the AI to generate video ideas for us. So we're going to click this button right here and we're going to paste the link, then analyze. And so right here, the AI just gave us 10 ideas for videos that we can make. As you can see, you can just scroll down and find the ones that you like. And it also has this right here, like it has like the top choice, which is basically the topic that it thinks is the best choice for you to go with. So you can pick any one of these or you can pick the top choice. We're going to go with the top choice, which is, so you're going to select this one. And as you can see, the prompt with the description and everything is over here ready to use in AI. Next, you want to make sure you select your style. So we're going to select the one that we just created. So the AI know like how to write the script. Next, you want to tell the AI how long you want the script to be. And so right here, we have our script. As you can see, this is a very long script, which you can now use for your video. And first of all, one thing I wanted to notice is that the script doesn't sound like a generic AI script. So look at this. Even the intro, like it doesn't have like the generic YouTube intro where, typically AI will have something like, what's up guys, welcome back to our channel, that, generic stuff. But, even the intro, as you can see, it sounds just like this guy over here. So let's listen to this.
Hello and welcome to The Sleepy Scientist. Tonight, before the body drifts too far into its own quiet maintenance mode.
As you can see, this sounds kind of like a story, like calm and so on. And as you can see, the script sounds basically the same thing. As you can see, it said before you settle into the stillness of this moment. It doesn't sound generic or anything like that. Like it sounds basically just like this. So yeah, that's the reason why I recommend you create a style, because, it can basically transform your script from something that sounds like some generic AI slop into something that sounds, basically just like any YouTube channel or any YouTuber. But yeah, anyways, next thing that you need is a thumbnail. So to get the thumbnail, you can basically ask AI to create a prompt for you. So we're going to click on ask. Then we're going to ask it for like a prompt to create a thumbnail. So the AI just gave us a prompt and we're going to use this to generate a thumbnail. So let's copy this and we're going to paste it. Then we're going to click on thumbnail to create a thumbnail and we're going to send this off. Okay. And so right here we have our thumbnail, which looks pretty good. If you want to, you can ask, if you want to, and you don't really like this thumbnail, of course, you can customize it and so on. You can ask AI for like other prompt to like remove or add stuff or so on. Or you can even copy like a thumbnail from this channel and then you can ask like ChatGPT for a prompt and then use it to generate an image and so on. And of course, you can just download this image if you want. And of course, we have our script right up here. So we have our script, we can also export our script and so on. So yeah, now we're doing the script and the thumbnail. The only thing that's left is to generate the images and the voiceover. Now there's a few ways you can go about this. Now, first of all, looking at this channel, it seems like they have background videos, or these are just random background videos. You could probably find videos like this on YouTube if you want. And these videos are typically copyright free. So for example, as you can see, we have some Galaxy stuff right here. So let's see if we can find one of these. Okay, so with just one search, we already found a video, and this is just a playlist of a bunch of videos. So you can use these videos if you want. As for how you download these videos, there's two options. One, you can do a screen record, which, obviously is going to take time. The second option is you can download videos. Now, unfortunately, due to YouTube terms of service, I cannot show you how to download YouTube videos. However, it's not that hard to figure it out. You can search for this stuff on the internet. It's very easy to find. But yeah, as you can see, this is an entire playlist right here that I literally just found with one prompt. Okay, so yeah, so just search like Galaxy video, no copyright, or whatever your niche is, and you can find tons of videos. And there's like 40 videos in here. Let's see. Yeah, there's like 50 videos in here, like tons of videos for you to use. You can also use AI generated images. So you can like go to like Gemini. You can even copy like your title and go to Gemini, ask it to generate an image. And Gemini is free, so you can generate like one image or a bunch of images. Doesn't really matter. It's your choice. If you're just starting out, you can just use like one or two images. You don't have to go like too crazy. But then once you start getting views and so on, and you kind of like say, like you validate your channel and you're like, okay, this is getting views and this is blowing up, then at that point, you might want to start, put more effort into it and start using more images, and you can even use like AI videos and stuff like that. But if you're just starting out, with your first like couple of videos, you have no subscribers, no views or anything, then at that point, it's okay for you to just use like an image or two. Like you don't have to go too crazy with it. Okay, so right now we're in Gemini and we ask it to generate the image that we can use as a background image. And it gave us this image, which it looks okay. Definitely if you want to and you have money, you can even animate this video to make it even better. So you can put this in something like VO or Higgsfield or whatever, and you can turn this into an animation. But again, if you're just starting out, you don't have to go too crazy with that stuff. And something like this is perfectly fine. You can ask it for more images, or if you don't like this one, you can ask it to generate some more. An even better idea would be to give it your script and ask it to generate an image based on the entire script, because with this, I only give it like the title, which, it knows the title of the script, but it doesn't know like the entire details of the script. So, if you want like a better image, you could give it like the entire script until it generate an image based on that, or generate a bunch of images based on that. Like the choices is just like a bunch of different choices. Now the first option is 11 Labs. Now this is a paid service. Or it's definitely worth it because the voices are high quality. Like this is an example right here.
Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration.
So as you can see, the voice quality is extremely high. So if you can afford it, I would recommend you pay for it. So Clipchamp is a software. It's basically owned by Microsoft and it's free. And they do have AI voice, but unfortunately, voices, they are decent and usable, but they're not as good as 11 Labs. Like if you want like real human sounding voice where people won't know it's AI, then Clipchamp is just not gonna do it. But again, if you're just starting out and you're broke, no money or whatever, then then this is definitely an option. But let me give you an idea of what this stuff sounds like. Okay, so first one, you go and record, then click text to speech, and you have a box over here. And right here you have a bunch of voice. Now they do have a ton of voices, which is really cool. You can just select the one that you want. So let's try Christopher. I know you want to paste your script in here. So let's find our script. This is the preview.
Before you settle into the stillness of this moment, take a breath and notice the quiet. Often, we imagine our bodies as silent vessels, waiting for an injury or an illness to call them into action. But tonight, I want to invite you to reconsider that perspective.
Okay, so as you can see, it's pretty good. It's not as good as 11 Labs, but it's definitely good enough to start out. Now, once you have everything, you have your script, your thumbnail, your voiceover. That's basically it. And you also have your images or your videos or whatever. Now you can just go and make a video. It's very simple. You can use like any video editor. There's a bunch of free ones out there. The one that I use is DaVinci Resolve. It's basically free. It does have a learning curve. Like if you're doing it for the first time, it's gonna take you a while to get used to it. But it's free. There are other options out there. Like there's also Clipchamp, although it's very limited. But if you're just a beginner, then this is great because it's limited. It's very easy to use and it's beginner friendly. So you can also use this if you want. But my personal preference is DaVinci Resolve. There's a learning curve, but it has way more features than Clipchamp. But yeah, at this point, you can just go ahead and start making videos. If you have any questions or anything, then just let me know in the comment section down below.